Whisper playthrough of Fell Seal, Arbiter's Mark. This is a tactical RPG. I guess specifically you'd call it a tactics game. That's how I've always talked about games that are like this. Basically, a tactics game, in the sense that I'm using the word, is a game where the gameplay focuses around pitched battles in a, let's call it a rigid isometric grid. Basically, there'll be different squares on that grid, and each character will take up a space on that grid, and it can move from one basically square on the grid to the next. And the positioning on the grid can give different characters advantages or disadvantages. Different attacks will have ranges that are set within the parameters of that grid. So usually melee attacks will only have a range of one square. Magic attacks usually have a bigger range. You'll see it'll be much clearer once I start playing what I'm talking about. But tactics games, they're unfortunately not as common as they really should be, because they're really a beautiful kind of game. And the best, most quintessential crystallization of that type of game was a game from the 90s for the regular PlayStation, the first PlayStation console, called Final Fantasy Tactics, part of the Final Fantasy series. And that game is definitely, hands down, one of the best games ever created. It's just got a wonderful story, wonderful gameplay, and the shocking thing is that there aren't too many games like it since. It is a strangely niche genre of game, and it doesn't really make sense because that game was very highly acclaimed at the time. I'm sure it sold a lot of copies, but people just, what I think it is that it was a hard game to follow, and probably a lot of work goes into these types of games. That's the only thing I can think of, is that people were like, oh, that was amazing, and we're just not even going to bother replicating it. I mean, there have been other games that are similar. There's the Fire Emblem series, which I have not played because I don't have Nintendo. The right Nintendo consoles, I never had those for that series, unfortunately. I do want to play that series one day, though. And that's gotten a lot of acclaim. There's the XCOM series, which is a tactics game, which has also gotten a lot of acclaim. I played XCOM. I think XCOM is like, if you're gonna compare XCOM to Final Fantasy Tactics, basically, like, Final Fantasy Tactics is like watching The Terminator, and playing XCOM is like watching Bugs Bunny Looney Tunes cartoon. You know what I'm saying? The depth and complexity evaporates going from Final Fantasy Tactics to XCOM. Not worth saying anything more than that. But this game, I've played it. And if you guys follow my channel, which you probably don't because I don't have a very popular channel right now, but if you follow it, I did publish a couple of videos of me playing this game, but the sound quality was horrible, so I just deleted those. But now I've got the game ready to go, and we're gonna start a new game. I am gonna do the voices for all the characters. Not that I'm gonna change my voice for each character, but maybe I will if I'm feeling it. I don't know. But I'll do the dialogue basically. since this is a very role-playing heavy game, so to just skip through all the dialogue would seem cheap to me. So anyway, here we go. And we're gonna do the veteran, which is the normal difficulty level, because we're hardcore. We're really not, but we can pretend to be.
Days of centuries past, an otherworldly beast known as the Ma appeared in Tiora, leaving ruin in its wake. In this time of need, 7 great heroes rose against the threat. The battle was fierce, but the heroes prevailed, and the beast was vanquished. In slaying the beast, the heroes gained the power of immortality. They formed the Council of Immortals to rule over the land and enforce order to prevent such a catastrophe from ever happening again. But powerful as the Immortals may be, they are few. Thus, they created the Order of Arbiters to enforce their will and protect the land. As agents of the Immortals, Arbiters wield absolute authority. They are judge, jury, and executioner. But in time, the Order of Arbiters has grown complacent and corrupted. Could a threat as dire as the ancient beast itself be looming over Tiora?
Good work, Anadine. You handled yourself well. Thanks, Captain. I don't actually feel I did all that much, though. Violent confrontation isn't always necessary or desirable. Negotiation is an equally important skill for an arbiter. Of course you're right, Captain. Are you sure Rainer, I'm gonna say Reiner actually, are you sure Reiner knew the time we agreed to meet, Captain? Yes, he knows, but knowing Reiner, he's probably... Did you hear that? I didn't. Help anyone, please. It sounds like it came from the alley just ahead. Let's go. What's the meaning of this, sir? Why on earth would you strike down an unarmed man? Explain yourself. Pesky witnesses. What a bother. You, hireling. Generic hireling. Who's not even worth having a name. Earn your coin and for once and dispatch these interlopers. So I assume Gaelic is the name of the town. And clearly Alphonse is the enemy we have to hurt. Okay. So I can only have 3 guys, huh? Let's see, I have to figure out the buttons a little bit. Remove, yeah, no. There we go. I'm gonna... use the wizard and put him there. Right. And we will say yes to the battle start. By lawful decree of the Arbiters, I order you to lay down your weapons and surrender. Now. You are an Arbiter. This is even more tiresome than I thought. Hireling, exterminate these pests for me, and you will receive a tidy bonus. At once, my lord. As you wish. Anadine, it looks as though you're about to face your first real battle. Yes, I see. I am ready, Captain. I'm sure you are, but why don't we review the basics? Just to say so. So I'm gonna go up to his side. That should give me some kind of flanking bonus when I do my melee attack. I'm gonna do Warcraft, and I'm gonna do Forceful Strike, which I think does a bit more damage. Yeah, there we go. Let's do Forceful Strike on this guy. Elementalism is basically black magic. Or what Final Fantasy called black magic. That'll definitely kill him, which is fine. Yeah, let's draw this out and get some more experience. Because each attack gives you experience in these games. So it helps to draw battles out. And the nice thing is that you get full HP and MP at the end of the battle, so. Oh, I forgot to do the voices. Sorry, guys. Ladies, there you are. What's this? You didn't tell me we were going to a party. Reiner at last. Weren't you supposed to meet an hour ago? We could have used your help with these thugs. No matter, this gentleman kept us company, and now we will show our gratitude by providing him with a nice, comfy cell. You cannot be serious. Don't you know who I am? I am a lord. Lord Alphonse, to be precise. As a nobleman of the realm, I command you to release me. Slaying an unarmed man, attempting to eliminate the witnesses to your foul crime, and now resisting lawful arrest. There are limits to the privileges of nobility, as you are about to learn. An arbiter and a simpleton, I see. Very well. Let us proceed with the farce if we must. Bring me to the arbiter's chapter house for my trial. Are you suddenly struck dumb as well as simple? Then the Knight's Chill does not agree with me. Make haste, and escort me to the chapter house, wench. Reiner, I've decided to make a small detour to Illister. We will personally deliver this nobleman to the main chapter house. Clever. I wonder how much sway this little lordling has in Illister. Very little, I suspect. Gather our people and make everything ready. We move at first light. On it. Now, to ensure you are comfortable for the trip. Outrageous. Simply outrageous. Simmer down, or I'll put out a gag next. No one bothers washing the rags between prisoners, mind you. Very well. Let's head for Illister now. I'm sure our eminent guest is eager to get started on his trial. The journey may be treacherous. We should stop at a local guild here in Kelly and hire more hands for the road. An extra recruit would go a long way. Alright, let's do the shop. Yeah, nothing worth getting, at least not right now. Maybe that. The gun might be useful, actually. Gonna buy the gun. And I'm gonna go to the guild and get an extra mercenary. Should I get a mercenary is the question. Over a scoundrel. Mercenary is basically the basic fighter class. Probably like a well-rounded class that's good at attack and has modest but not pathetic stats in other areas. Scoundrel is like the rogue class. You can steal stuff, so the equivalent of the thief class in the Final Fantasy Tactics game. Mender is like a healer, a white mage essentially, and wizard is attack magic. The question is, what do we want? In these types of games, you usually want some mages for support, but mainly fighters who can deal a lot of damage. So I'm gonna get a mercenary class dude, and that's all fine. I'm not gonna I won't bother. Maybe I will change his name. Just call him like something simple. Oh, I have to actually type. Let's call him Scar. Let's call him Mr. Weenie Man. Because why not? Anyway. Oh, and we can make him level 1 or level 2. We'll go ahead and make him level 2. And I think that's all we really need. This is the screen where you basically equip abilities and such. And this is a screen that we do end up spending a lot of time in. So just something to keep in mind. Should we give her elementalism or warcraft? I think elementalism makes more sense. Because we need her to attack. not. No. Nope. Let's check out. And it is very important to make sure you are checking whether you can learn abilities after battles, because abilities matter a lot, and this game can be quite unforgiving. Alright, and in this game, which is different from how tactics worked, actually, I guess, well, it is a little bit different. Basically, as you learn abilities, you advance in your job or class level. So, and as you advance your class level, you'll be able to have access to new, different classes. Let's give him Warcraft for sure. I go too fast sometimes. Power Strike versus Mind Strike. It's just a different attack that does a little bit less physical attack damage, but lowers the enemy's attack. This is the same thing, less attack damage, but instead of lowering the physical attack of the enemy, it lowers their magic attack. We're going to do Power Strike. And my logic with that is, usually mages have less health anyway, so you're better off trying to kill them quick rather than giving them status effects. A lot of the tank type characters have a lot of HP and also high attack, so it might be useful to beat up on them and weaken them as you beat up on them. Let's set abilities. What is chivalry? Should I use chivalry or should I use... I'll use chivalry, yeah. Alright. So as you can see, this dot is green, which means it's a town. This dot is red, which means you're probably going to run into an enemy. It doesn't always mean that a battle's going to happen, but it could also mean that there's just an event. But this is going to lead to a battle, and battles in this game can be kind of long. Like we had one before that went kind of quick, but it's not unusual for a really tough battle to be at least a half hour long, if not longer. So don't expect to see more than 1 or 2 battles per episode, unless they're really going fast. Anyway, without further ado, let's go. Kyrie. Yeah, I noticed. What's happening, Captain? Stand back, Anadine. Spotted. Ah, well, you arbiters are every bit as sharp as they say. A much friendlier, well-met friend. If you have business with us, out with it, otherwise step aside. Of course, I will make it quick for you. Hand over that nobleman, Tripes, there. Tripesing. Is that a typo? Isn't it Tripizing or I'm confused. I'll just pronounce it like it's spelled. Hand over that nobleman tripsing along at your heels, and everyone else can be on their merry way, safe and sound. What a splendid idea. Quiet. Safety and soundness first. Exactly my own philosophy. But first tell me, just what is it you want with our bejeweled guest? Funny you should ask. From what I've been hearing lately, I bet you arbiters wouldn't mind a taste of this action yourselves, eh? Alright, here it is. This rich fop will pay us handsomely for his freedom. Hand him over, and 20% of the fee is yours to divide amongst yourselves. No one need ever know an arbiter was involved in our little transaction. I get what I want, you get paid, and your reputation remains as spotless as Illister speaks. Win, win, win. Is there a fourth win I'm missing? Well, what do you say? Do we have a deal? I don't know, Kyrie. Only 20%. Captain. Enough. We haven't the time to exchange banter with these fools. As for you lot, attempted bribery, intimidation, interfering in arbiter business, serious crimes, the kind that should see every one of you decorating the trees. But get out of our way and I'll forget I ever saw your faces. This is my final and only counteroffer. Signal that you accept before I change my mind. Of all the doomy luck, we just had to run to the one clean arbiter within 100 leagues. Jump lively, boys. Looks like we must earn our prize today. No survivors, no witnesses. So basically the battles work where you have main characters in your party, like these three, and they must participate in the battle usually. And then you have your recruits who you can kind of use or not use at your, oh freak, I could've recruited someone else. Damn it. That's a waste. But yeah, you can mix and match those guys. That puts me at a disadvantage, but it's fine, I'll survive, most likely, maybe, or not. We'll see. Oh, why do I keep doing that? What? Alright, there we go. I'm just not used to controls. Alright. Right, he's the scoundrel. Scoundrels tend to have a higher speed and therefore move before everybody else. How should we approach this? Base to think about where your enemies are. There's 2 enemies here. 1 and 2 there. 1 there. Alright, so I'm gonna divide my forces here. No, that won't work. No. I'll just have to end. Oh, the puppies. Anadine, why don't I give you a quick refresher on items? Items don't work as they usually do in most games, so you probably shouldn't skip this tutorial. Yeah, they are weird. So there's like items, and there's a maximum time you can use the items. But you can use as many as you want, and you don't lose it, which is crazy. Anyway. Crazy but helpful. She will move that way. I doubt I can hit anyone. Nope. No one but my own men. Can I reach anyone? Indeed I can. And with magic users it pays to try and see how much damage it's gonna do. It's gonna do the same damage no matter what in this case, so I'll just do that. Kyrie, are you that sizable trapdoor? I think they might have reinforcements waiting below. Well spied. If one of us stands directly upon it, that should keep it sealed against new enemies. Agreed, but we must first move quickly if we plan to secure it. They could strike at any moment. So if I just attack, I'm just going to do 26. If I do dirty hit, it might inflict blind. That's good. Forceful strike would do what? 22. Who cares? Let's do dirty hit. What's the chance to inflict blind? 62. That's not terrible odds. And I think I got him. Nice. Those doggos are tough. Brutal. I'm gonna be dead already. Is not what I want. 32 is not what I want either, really. But it's what I got. Come on, let me heal my friend. Is it only gonna work on him? Yeah, because it's a one dude thing. Did he just kill some man? Oh, the guy survived it. Ooh, that forceful strike is quite good when used tactically. Nice. Let's see if I can kill this guy in one shot, and I can't. Forceful strike. Let's do power strike just kind of need to in order to. Yeah. Gonna. Should I retreat? Let's use some potion to shore up my defense. And then face the other way. Let's do Forceful Strike. Because it does a little bit more damage and pushes him away, which will make it easier to use my magic attacks against them. Let her heal herself. Why should I heal the other guy? Oh well. Let's go behind this guy. And hit him hard like that. Ugh, I hate that Thorns thing now. Next time I attack him, he is gonna. Oh jeez, what the heck? Why can't I hit him? That don't make sense. There we go. You know, I'll go ahead and do a Forceful Strike on him, just to push him away. Let's move him here. I can hear voices going from down below. We don't have much time now. We're planning to block that trapdoor. Yeah, we know special events. Okay. I'll go ahead and finish you off. Good, I can just reach him. Which does more damage? Does Forceful Strike do more damage? It don't. Let's heal my friend over there. I think he's got the worst of it. Oh, freak, Reiner's got the worst of it, huh? Oh, Reiner's the main character anyway. Get rid of him. Let's get you. I wonder if I can reach. And I can. That would be perfect. And end this battle. And we will finish the next cutscene and end the episode there. This used to be an inn, quite prosperous one if I remember right. Burned down in a Murata attack last year. And no arbiters nearby to prevent it. You allude to that scoundrel's claim that arbiters taking bribes. Nothing but a desperate attempt to talk their way out of a fight. I don't believe a word of it. And here we are, dragging that foppish nobleman around because we can't quite trust the local chapter house. That's a long enough break. We need to keep moving if we're to reach Illister before nightfall. I'll make sure everyone is ready. Kyrie's kind of a badass, huh? Do you need a breather after that Adadine? I guess it can't hurt if we're not in a rush. Thanks, Captain. We'll be marked with a blank symbol indicating optional character event. Select the note and choose event from the menu to view it. Note that some events are time sensitive and may disappear as the story progresses. We'll do that next episode, guys. For now, thanks for enjoying a Whisper playthrough of Felseal, and I'll see you next time. Bye.